Hi everybody, Rick McAvoy here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Rick McAvoy Photography. I'm Rick. Well, who else would it be on this channel but me? Sorry, I overuse that joke every time. Couple of bits of housekeeping before I continue. Like I say, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please excuse my, I'm suffering with blocked ears. Blocked ears which make my hearing not as good, and a permanent cold and sinus things. So if my breathing's a bit odd, that's why. If it sounds like I'm half deaf, I am virtually. So what am I going to talk about this week on my YouTube channel? Well, the blog post, which I've got to be honest with you, haven't written yet. Working title is this. Got to go to Excel for my little schedule planner. 5 inspiring photos taken with my Olympus OM-D EM5 Mk. It's actually 5 inspiring Parga photos. Missed out the important word there. So why that title? Well, the reason for the title is to get traffic, so people will find it, this post, who search for the term Parga photos, which is one of the most common searches in Google. So the title is structured around that. Inspiring is one of those words that attracts a bit of interest. OM-D EM5 Mk is for people looking for photos taken with that camera. The only question mark is how many photos, and am I going to talk about photos in general, or am I going to go a little deeper? Let's go to Lightroom, where I will find the answer to this question, hopefully. Okay, in Lightroom, all the photos I took in Parga are in a collection. I work in collections. It's a brilliant way to move things around. I can actually show you the folders as well. Go to folder in library. There it is, 437 photos taken. 395 in my all folder. What I've done is I've split out the high-res photos. There's a reason for that which I will come on to. So, there's my high-res photos. They include some from the day trip to Corfu. But the collections are where the latest photos are. So 419 photos is all the photos. 21 is the number I've got down to. I have another folder called Parga 12. On my website I have gallery pages with 12 photos. That's the 12 at the moment, but there might be some changes. Getting back to the Parga 21s, I didn't want to constrain myself to 12 photos. I wanted to edit the photos I wanted to edit. So let's have a look and see what they are. Shift tab gets rid of the sidebars. L, lights down. L, lights off. This is those famous buildings of Parga with the Venetian architecture photographed. Well, it's not at sunrise, as you can see by the street lights. It's not daylight. The sun hasn't got round yet, so it's just because of the orientation of the buildings, which is something that you need to be aware of whenever you're photographing the sunrise, where the actual sun is. I prefer that one. Again, it's dark, quite moody, love the reflections. That one I find boring, to be honest with you. I don't know what other people think. It's a lovely scene, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't excite me. You'll see why in a minute. So this is the sunrise. The sun's coming round this way. So when the sun's rising, this is all in shadow. So I thought, actually, I'm gonna process one. I wanted to capture that scene, just showing what I can't describe very well. This is the town beach going the other way from the jetty over here. Obviously there's the sun. An interesting shape using the Olympus EM5 with the 12 to 40mm lens and the high res even. The high res mode takes 8 photos. It moves the pixels very slightly, then it chucks it all together and gives you one high res photo. It's brilliant, and it takes some getting used to, because you get some interesting things with it. Like I've never had a starburst sun like that. It doesn't really look like that, does it? So the orange boat, I like the orange boat. What I don't like in this photo is this. I tried editing it out, but it gave a horrible mess with the buildings. is this my favourite photo of Parga. It's my favourite photo of Parga at night for sure, and one that I will be entering in the Travel Photographer of the Year competition. Entries due 15th of October. Love it, just love it. That was taken from just outside the gates to the castle on the hill. It's a baker's at night, or early morning should I say. Well, the bars were still open, so I guess technically it's people's night out still, but for me it was early morning. I'm far too old to be out drinking till the time it's time to get up to go and photograph the sunrise, so that's the baker's we bought quite a lot of food from. Very nice. The church on the island. Become a bit obsessed with this, I'm not going to lie to you. It's lit up at night. One thing that I did find is that when we're in Rhodes, I drove past the crops in the evening and it was all lit up, so I went there in the morning to photograph it all lit up, and the lights were off. I was hoping to get it illuminated with all the lights on the cliffs, but they turned the lights off. I was delighted to see the lights on, illuminating the church. And this is just before sunrise, lovely scene. There's another white building, which I don't even know what it's called, but it's just such an unusual scene. Quite a weird mix of colours too. And that is just one of the favourite photos that I've ever taken. I absolutely love it. Just talk about a picture telling a story. I am considering, in fact I am going to do, I've just decided now in looking at it, I'm going to do a crop. Should we do a crop? Let's turn the lights on. L, Shift Tab, get back the side panels. Now to crop, I think the keyboard shortcut to take it straight there is R. Let's see what happens. The crop tool. First thing to do, unlock the aspect ratio, because if I go like this, it goes in and I don't want that. You'll see why. This is my preferred grid view. This is your rule of thirds grid. You can change to all of these using the keyboard shortcut. Oh, that's the Fibonacci thing, I've forgotten it. That's the one I use for technical stuff, but for this that's perfect. All I'm going to do is escape out of this, right click, create a virtual copy. This is good stuff, this. And I'm now going to press R again for the crop tool, unlock the aspect ratio. It's done. Drag down here, drag up here. How does that look? Am I losing reflection? No, I'm not. Just need to come down a bit too. Done. It's not complicated. Lightroom is brilliant at doing this kind of thing. I'm liking that even more. That works really well. Right. Wasn't expecting that. That's the original. That's the crop. Let's move on. Loving that. Close with the church. Now I'm not sure if this is this pattern is caused by the high res bit of the camera that I was using. I'm going to talk about the processing of this because it was quite involved. Let's just fly through the pictures. Portrait version shot there for Pinterest. Social media has to be done. Building's even dark, different view. There's the castle. So the photo looking down on all this lot at night was taken right there. That's the shot that I'm going to replace the sky using the sky replacement tool in Luminar 4. I'm one of those fortunate people. I've got a beta version which I'm trialing, and hello Skyland people, loving it. I just wish I could publish something, but I can't yet. So that photo will have a new sky. I'll publish it when I can. Come back for more on that. There'll be lots on sky replacement. That's not a sky replacement. That's that was a graduated filter. It's yeah, it's not the best shot, to be honest, is it? But we have something to fix it with now. Sun rising over the hill. This was the next morning. What do I like about this? I like the sharpness. It's just such an incredibly clear, sharp picture, and that's how I remember it. Here's the island. Here's the white church. There's the white building. So there's a town beach over there. Just trying to give different views of Parga, possibly one that not many people have seen. And that's the boats on the jetty. That's one of the. If you get there after 10 o'clock, they've all gone. So again, most normal people, as in the ones that don't get up at 5 o'clock on holiday, probably never seen that scene. 3 boats. Sharp boat, blurry boat, blurry boat. Rocks. Anti-Paxos. The question is that photo rubbish? Or should I just crop out there? I'm going to give that one a go as well. Lights. D takes you into the develop module. We're already in it, so I'll go straight over. I'm going to virtual copy again. Virtual copy is a virtual copy. It takes up virtually no space and you can work on something, do whatever you want. And it doesn't affect the image, right? Unlock aspect. Now, there is actually, I want to stay locked, but I want to go vertical or portrait. Now there is a way of doing it. Yes, this is live photo editing. How do you do it? There you go. There's some funny dragging thing that you need to do to get to portrait mode. I want anti-Paxos in there. I want all the reflection of the boat. What I can do. I want all of anti-Paxos in, to be honest with you, because that's part of the story. It's going to be something like that, but I'm going to put the boat there under anti-Paxos and just have one boat that's not blurry. I don't expect this video to end up like this, but hey ho, it's photography stuff again instead of just travel stuff. Next photo. It's the last photo. And it's a Vespa on top of a gelato bar in Parga. Now I'm not an ice cream fan, not a gelato fan, but a Vespa up a high level, what's not to love? So that's on process, by the way. So yeah, there we have it. That is, this was meant to be a quick video. If you're still with me, thank you. 13 minutes, blimey. I'm getting better at this, aren't I? Next week I might even introduce some new gear that I've just bought, which is under my desk charging because I'm waiting for a longer lead to come, but that's going to transform my video capture. I will stop there because I'm feeling rather heady. Time for a bit of water. Or shall I have a mythos? It's not first thing in the morning, so a mythos will be acceptable. Thank you for watching. Please check out my photography blog, rickmcavoyphotography.com/blog. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rick McAvoy Photography. Drop me a line if you've got any questions, and I will see you next week for more on my photos of Parga. Bye for now. Yamas.